All right, so Shuya Abbas left a comment and they had the most thumbs up on their suggestion, which is the top 5 worst OG colorways for Jordans, 1 through 14. So I wanted to cover that in this video. What's going on, guys? Hess here from CollectiveKicks.com, and if you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the top of the description. So by popular request, with 152 thumbs up, the top 5 worst OG Jordan colorways from the 1 through 14 model. So I know this is going to be a pretty difficult video to compile because everybody has their opinion, and everybody's opinion varies quite a bit, especially with these OG colorways. But speaking of opinions, I got a quick plug for a sponsor named Survey Junkie. It's a great way for you to earn money by speaking your opinion on their website. And you can actually earn gift cards and cash back from completing these surveys. So it's a really easy way for you to actually earn some extra income based on your opinion. If you think about it, these brands really do want to have direct consumer feedback. So just click the link in the top of the video description if you guys want to sign up for Survey Junkie. And thank you, Survey Junkie, for sponsoring this video. I'm definitely gonna be trying it out myself. So first things first, if you don't know what OG stands for, it just stands for original, nothing fancy. So as an example, we have the Bread ones, which is an OG colorway that released in 1985. The Shattered Backboards, although a dope colorway, is not an OG colorway. This is one that released in 2015. OG, not OG. OG colorway, non-OG colorway. So the reason why this video is hard is because the OG colorways are kind of in limited quantity. They didn't release 50 different colorways per model. They release usually 4 or 5 per colorway on the original release, depending on the models. They're all ones that people kind of covet. So I know this top 5 is definitely gonna hit some nerves because not everybody's opinion is the same, which is totally okay. Again, this is just my opinion. If you guys have a difference in opinion, obviously leave a comment in the comment section. Also, just one side note, I'm not going to include the low top versions of these shoes. So now that we've established a baseline, let's go ahead and get into my top 5. So I also reached out to you guys on Twitter. There was some good dialogue here as to which colorway should be included in this top 5. One of them caught my eye though and definitely matched my opinion. So starting off at the number 5 spot, I'm gonna have to agree with the homie My Kicks Fly and say the Cardinal Air Jordan 7s. Probably not one of the best Air Jordan original colorways. Now I know if you're an Air Jordan 7 fan, you're gonna be like, seriously, Hess, come on, that's a great shoe. And I know again, there's a variance in opinion, but the Cardinal 7s for me just didn't do it. I think with the Air Jordan 7, that model sort of stood out quite a bit because of the extreme sort of abstract looks and colors to the shoes that they had. The Cardinal 7s, in my opinion, were just a little bit too plain. Also, I didn't really like the hits of yellow. So moving on to the number 4 spot goes to a model that some may love or hate, but I'm gonna throw it out there. It's the Maroon Air Jordan 6s. It's a colorway that's pretty cool, but at the end of the day, maroon didn't really fit into the whole Jordan scheme of things with black, red, and white. And because of it, I think that it was one of those shoes that was just sort of outcast. Now I know last year, I believe it was, they brought the Maroon 6s back, and a lot of people were pretty geeked up about it because it's actually the first retro for that shoe. But if you think about it, there's probably a really good reason why that retroed only once and the black infrareds have retroed multiple times. It's because it's less desirable, but this one is the number 4 spot. Again, my opinion. So the number 3 spot goes to a pair of Air Jordans that definitely was hit or miss both times that they ended up retroing, and that is the Military Blue Air Jordan 4. The Military Blue 4s though, in my opinion, is just not one of the strongest ones, especially when you have some super duper heavy hitters with the Air Jordan 4 family. You have the Bread 4s, the Cement 4s, and the Fire Red 4s, and then you have these Military Blue 4s. I think one of the huge factors about this and some of the other colorways that I've mentioned is the fact that it's not like a Bulls colorway, and because Michael Jordan was a Chicago Bull and he wore his black and red and white, that's pretty much the shoes that sold because those are the ones that he wore the most in the games and stuff. It's a cool colorway nonetheless, but if I had to pin them against any of the other Air Jordan 4s, hands down those ones would be picked dead last, at least for me. All right, so moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Air Jordan 11 Conchords. I'm totally messing with you guys. These ones are like one of my favorite Air Jordan 11s of all time. Gotcha. So the real number 2 spot for me goes to the Powder Blue 9s. It's just, again, not one of my favorite colorways. There was only 4 colorways of Air Jordan 9s that released in 1993. You have the black, white, and red Air Jordan 9s. You have the Powder Blues, the Charcoals, and then you also have the Olives. I know that Powder Blue probably symbolizes his college years because obviously he went to UNC. But at the end of the day, it's just not a colorway that I really vibe with, and it's definitely not one of my favorites, especially with the other ones that released. All right, so we made it to the number 1 spot on the countdown, and if you guys are enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up button and show your support on the video. It is much appreciated. So the number 1 spot goes to the Air Jordan 1 in the metallic green colorway. You could pretty much say metallic purple, blue, or red, or green. Personally, for me, the green just doesn't do it. When I think of Jordan and Bird, And when I think of bird, I think of green. And so green Jordans, for the most part, just seemed like a big faux pas. It was a really interesting move, the fact that they actually had metallic colorways, and the fact that they did so many Air Jordan 1s. So when the Air Jordan 1 came out in 1985, they actually released 14 different colorways of the Air Jordan 1. After that, Jordan Brand cut back a ton. The next year, the Air Jordan 2 only had 2 colorways. The Air Jordan 3 only had 4 colorways. The Air Jordan 4 also only had 4 colorways. So they didn't go crazy creating dozens of colorways per models, but they started off with a bang with the Air Jordan 1. So they probably had a lot more limited colorways to the Air Jordan 1s back in the day when they released these 14 different colorways, which is part of the reason why some of those colorways are grails to current day collectors. And it was crazy to see Jordan Brand releasing the metallic red Air Jordan 1s, and then they sit on shelves and sitting at outlets even. The collector market is so minuscule in comparison to the mass consuming market. If they're going to be bringing us shoes that collectors are actually really wanting, it might not be a great idea to mass produce them because the masses probably don't care about the shoes. Prime example is this shoe right here. This is my Air Max Deluxe. It took me a long time to find the shoe, probably 10 years, to actually find another pair of these shoes. And if they mass produce these in today's market, nobody would care because there's only a small market of people that really remember these shoes. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing to be said about the Air Jordan 1s in the metallic colorways. I think that Jordan Brand could have done a better job storytelling when they release the shoes, because then people would understand and sort of relate to the colorways, especially since they're OG colorways. I think for the most part, the newer sneakerheads just only know of some of the more hyped up colorways. The Bread ones, Chicago ones, Black Toes, Shadows, Royals. But that takes the #1 spot in my list. Again, this was just my opinion. Leave some comments in the comment section if you have a variance in opinion. Also, if you guys want to have future suggestions for other Top 5 Tuesday videos, I definitely monitor the comments and I try to make sure I can deliver. So if you guys like any suggestions you see, hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. If you guys missed my last couple videos, please go back to my channel and see. But I did a detailed video with Chris's Air Jordan 12s in hand, as well as Brody's more up-tempo DBs. So if you guys want to go see those videos, go ahead and check my channel out. Unfortunately, the view counts are really, really low on those, and it's something that I put a lot of effort into editing. But more importantly, I think they're really good videos and something really great to see. The Dornbecker Children's Hospital is just an amazing place, and it was great for me to be able to attend this year's event again. I will have the other 4 kids videos soon as I get done editing them. But that is something that hopefully you guys will be interested in seeing. If you guys want to be notified when I post those videos, click the subscribe button and then click the little notification bell next to that. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys want to see other videos on my channel, click the screen at this time. Have a good rest of the day, and see you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.